Skype it up, dude.
All right.
Oh, we're back and better than ever, dude.
I gotta figure out why that
We're
keeps
back.
happening.
Guess who's back? Hey. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm just sad because I froze with us. I hate when it freezes because we had a good conversation going
It's
about
okay.
food and stuff, and I hate that.
I'm Googling right now to see if I can figure out why this thing keeps crashing, because it's been like 3 shows in a row now, and I can't have that anymore.
Why you work on that? Let's finish talking about this. So
I'm still here.
I got dishes from both of y'all this week.
Let's hear
So
yours.
now,
Hit us with yours, sir.
so I do a lot of different things, and then when I'm at work, I do a lot of make a little like take their stuff and turn it into something else.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had this bolognese that they put inside this pasta, but I turned that and I added I added a little bit more tomato sauce to it, some more heavy cream to that, and then we turned around and some cheese on top, and I sliced some bread really nice and toasted it, and we put it right next to it. You could just dip into it as you walk by, just eat it as you go.
Yum.
Or when I took their brisket today, a little heavy cream with some onions, and then put that on some potatoes.
Boy.
Yeah, me and my boy Dre that works next to me in the grill. He's like, what? And he's like, what time? When he first gets there, he's like, what time is it? And I was like, what? He's like, you know what time? And I'm like, breakfast time.
Get your breakfast.
But yeah, man, I did those 2 dishes were really incredible. So I like all that. But that was our food thing today. Now, hey, what was our big thing that we really wanted to talk about today?
We want to talk about sports, the good and the bad. Actually, not really so good. I mean, you can attest to that, right? What we're talking
Man,
about.
look, both our teams weren't even in the playoffs, so we don't have that much to talk about that. But when you have the number 1 team in the NFC going in, and you got home field advantage, and you have it, and you're like, what is it like? It was like 20 something and 1 or something at home, or some crazy number at home. They've been like incredible at home.
Yep.
And you wet the fucking bed.
Yep.
And the youngest team.
Poop the diaper.
The youngest team is Green Bay in the NFL, and they beat you. And here's the deal. Everybody's like, McCarthy. Let me ask you a question. If you watch the game, do you know how Green Bay scored on 2, like where they got the ball at on 2 plays from Cowboys? Interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
By fucking Dak. So here's my thing. That means Dak didn't read the coverage. Dak didn't see it. Dak made the wrong throw. Dak should have saw that and not done that. But Dak did that. One of them was a touchdown. The other one, they were on like the 15, and they turned around and took that points in. So that's 21 points before you even that's 14 points before you even get a chance to touch the ball again. Like you gave away 2 touchdowns. And Green Bay had already came down and scored. So now they're up 21. Zip on your ass, that's on you.
Oh, 100%.
But that's not on McCarthy. Like, you can't, like, what can you say? Dak had incredible fucking regular season. He's just not a playoff fucking quarterback. He stumbled every. You can go do the research. Yo, we need to have one more guy to be our research guy now. See, look. I'm trying to get a whole show. We're gonna have a research guy. All this shit.
I love it.
Yo, before we, one commercial real quick for us. Hey, we should do a shout out to the Shanty, Seafood Shanty. Please, shout out to them.
Shout out Cold Plunge guys too, man.
They gave me this hoodie, but actually I bought the hoodie from them. Damn, man. They're my people, man. I know the bartenders. I can't wait till the summer. Y'all definitely gotta stop by after you get off work and grab a drink and everything. But okay, so Cowboys. How do you feel about the Cowboys? I'd say my piece.
They are a super squad that has absolutely crap the bed, shit the bed, or whatever you want to call it. But dog, people are saying that CeeDee Lamb is arguably the best receiver for this time being. And he's good. He's great. Like, don't get me wrong.
Not playoffs.
And when the time when you need to show out, I don't know what's going on with all these teams, but they're not playing well and they're losing. So, one thing that we talked about earlier, just these 2 teams that we were playing, the Packers and the Cowboys, was that, and I noticed too, is like whenever these teams play good teams, or like whenever these teams play a top tier team, they like forget how to play football. You know what I mean? Exhibit A, the Dolphins. Whenever they play a good team, they lose. Whenever they play,
Cowboys.
no, true for sure, no, absolutely. But it's just like I don't know. It's so weird. You would think that they would all that preparation and all that hard work and their mindset would shift to all right. We need to turn this up because it's playoff time and you know what I mean. But I don't know what's going on, bro. I have no idea what's going on.
Yo, okay. On that note, let's talk about this. The Eagles started 10-1.
Word.
10-1.
Right.
Okay, and then you lose 5 of your last 6 games.
Amen.
And then you get manhandled. Your defense gets run the fuck over. Your quarterbacks are nowhere to be found when a dude's wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I watched all those games. Like, I watch football. We know me. I'm a sports head. Like, I'm the sports side of this whole thing, too.
Yep.
Food and sports, you got the fucking entertainment, other crazy cool shit, videos and shit. And then we got DJ Concrete over there laying concrete every day for us. Holding us solid.
Hi, you son of a bitch.
I love him. I love both of them. But back to this though. How the hell did you go 10-1 and then you don't show up like in the next 7 games?
I couldn't tell you, man. Hey, that's something you gotta ask like Jalen Hurts and Dak and the coaches and the staff, bro, because it's not looking too good. Honestly, I think it's gonna be like for this year, especially for like the Super Bowl, bro. I honestly think it's gonna be just like a team that you didn't know or didn't suspect was gonna make it and win. Like I don't know. What do you think? Honestly, the Ravens have a good shot at winning it for sure.
So out of the AFC,
I don't know, bro.
I want to say Ravens,
Right.
but after the Bills, watching the Bills play the other day, if Bills beat Kansas City this week, I think they could go all the way to the Super Bowl from the AFC.
I can see
The
that.
NFC, I'm going to stick with my team that I still believe in,
Right.
the 49ers, just because I'm a Purdy fan, man. That dude is the last pick in the draft. Like I say, man, it's like a fucking dream story. Just like somebody told me today, Andre, my dude that works next to me, I call him Dre. He looked at me, he's like, I envy your life. And I was like, wait, what?
What the fuck?
And he was like, not envy, but he was like, yeah, he does. I envy, like, you travel, you get to go cook at all these different places, you get to do this, like all this stuff you're doing and you've done. He's like, I don't envy it, but I kind of wish I had something like that because he has a family, so he can't do all the stuff I do. He loves his family.
Right.
Like I just gave him an Xbox One, and I ain't got a lot of money, but it's something I had, and he has 2 kids in him, and I was like, here, just get a controller. I got my own Xbox One, and I had another one, so people gave him to me. So I want to give him more. You know how it is.
I love him, man. You're a thoughtful individual.
No, but me and him, like I said, to hear him say it, just like you told me how somebody told you last week how they're really proud of you, they watch what you do, and they see it, and like it helps inspire them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what I'm trying to say is, and two, English is not his first language.
Okay.
So he does ask me a lot of times about words and what they mean. So I don't think he envied me. I think he
What's the word?
He wants some of it. He wants to do some of this stuff, but not fully. Like he doesn't want to get to travel because he can't. But
I'm trying to think of a word.
I don't know. I'll think of it in a little bit, but he really the dude. It's not just him. A lot of people are like, man, I want to get to where you're at, and I'm like, I'm not. To me, I'm struggling still. But then when we talked about this on the phone earlier,
mm-hmm.
all of us talked about this together.
Mm-hmm.
We sometimes look and we see us struggling, but we're actually 10 feet, 20 miles ahead of where we were 6 years ago.
Amen, bro.
So, but we're still struggling when it comes to money,
mm-hmm.
but we have more. I have more stuff, like more plateware, more equipment, more all this, a smoker, all this stuff I didn't have 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
A house, a van. You have a car that you bought this past year.
Word.
You just paid 2 or 3 months of mortgage for your parents.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Concrete bought all those gifts that he usually never buys for his family. But and it's money back low again. But he just all that got to go do all the people that go on trips and stuff.
For sure.
That's how you gotta look at it. I might be struggling money wise, but the people are like they want to do they don't envy what we do, but they want to do some of them. They want to do a Super Bowl fit. They want to go do a whole hog. Like they inspire. I think more of they inspire.
It's more of an inspiration because to see what you're doing and what we're all doing. I even get inspired by myself like sometimes, bro. And I'm like, whoa. I look back. I'm like, yo. Like you just said, even a year ago, never like not. Yeah, I've grown so much more in the past like 6 years, but even the last year, bro, I'm like, holy, you have changed a bunch for the better, not for the worse. And back to the money thing about what you were talking about and how we, utilize our money in certain ways, and it's just like we could have these materialistic things, we could have all the jewelry, but we don't. We use our money to build it towards what we want in life and giving back to our people even. I mean, and we could be spending our money on some nonsense, bro, and like I said, getting all the jewels and all the nicest things, but we use our money and we prioritize it in a way that it can benefit us and it can benefit others. Not many people do that. I mean, excuse me. There are people that do that, but it's just like in our everybody that ties in with the island is, oh my gosh, they're rich. Oh my gosh, they got a lot of money over there. Oh my gosh, and that's just not the case, man. Like for instance, I was in Quincy this past weekend, supporting the Vineyard versus Nantucket game at the Garden, and we were at the liquor store, and there was this lady behind the cashier, right, like the register, bro, and she was like, it's the rich kids like making all these petty jokes and stuff. And she was like, first of all, the first time we went in there, she thought, she was like, oh, you got to look out for the quiet one, because I was just, like, hungover or something. And I was like, first of all, I am not quiet. Number, we were the first person that's ever called me quiet. Second of all, and then she would just keep ranting and going on about, oh, you guys are from the Vineyard, you got daddy and mommy's money, and and it's like, bro, we work for our money, dog. That is literally, what's the word I'm looking for? Not judging a book by its cover, but that's a stereotype. For the island. And it's just like, bro, that's not the case. Because if it was the case, like I said, we would have everything that we want right now and more. But we don't, because we have to work for it. And it don't come easy, and it never will. I mean, we think about it. I was talking to somebody earlier, and it was just like, bro, and I talk to people all the time. If all these things were easy, everybody would have them. Like all these luxuries, if they were easy to maintain and get, we would all have them. But it takes a lot of hard work, discipline, and dedication to get to where you want to be. It doesn't come easy. And like I try to remind myself too, how am I going to get to my destination if I'm focused on what's in the rearview mirror? Like if I'm focused on what's either in the past or if something I can't control. Like, dog, I got to be able to keep on moving, man. Obviously, take my foot off the gas if I need to a little bit, but how am I going to know if I want that? So how am I going to know where I'm going to be or where I want to be if I don't try? How am I going to live my dream life if I don't work for it? Yeah, I'm not. I'm not going to get a handout, bro. Like you gotta work for what you want, man. And it's that just threw me off with that lady's comment. We were all looking at each other like, yo, did she really just say that, bro? Like what?
Bro. Hey, so I think we talked about this earlier on the phone, me and you. Think about it. I could go be a head chef at a corporation. I could have took my career corporate, right? I could be a corporate chef making $150,000, $160,000, and having vacation time, having money stacked up because I'm not buying plateware, I'm not buying equipment.
Right.
I bought a house, but I'm chilling, and I'm not buying a van to trick out. Like I'm putting all my money in savings because I got this corporate job. I got insurance, all this shit, dental, all that, right? And you could go corporate too, right? And you could have that fucking $80,000, $90,000, $160,000 job, right? $200,000. DJ Concrete could go work corporate and grow up in the corporate construction and be making $200,000 as a supervisor, just chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But the difference between us doing that and this is what we love doing. This is our dream. This is what we. Oh, yeah. If I went there and did that every day, I wouldn't be happy. I can tell that by just doing what I'm doing now. Yeah, I love being in there. I love these people. I have fun. But it's a fucking corporate. I'm doing the same. I'm not doing recipes. I'm not building shit. I'm not coming up with stuff. I'm not being creative. I'm just following this steps because it's a corporation.
The manual,
And
for sure.
and just as so what I was trying to say is like, me and you could be doing all this other stuff, have all this money stacked up, but at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's about this journey, and we love what we do. And I can't work corporate. I know you can't. I know DJ Concrete can't because this is how we are.
Mm-hmm.
I worked for an insurance company for 4 years.
I worked for a company that turned corporate too, and I had to get up out of there, bro. You're literally just a number. They don't care about your health.
I mean, think about this. I was in the Army 11 years. I was in the biggest corporation ever. Like, I understand, and I don't like it. That's why I'm out. That's why I'm doing this job.
Right. Because you found that it wasn't for you because you had to do it by the book and you can't have da-da-da-da-da. And it's literally like you're a robot, bro. And I can't do that, bro. I'm sorry. I literally, like, understand. Like, here's my hat to all y'all, bro. Like, forget about it. That ain't me, man. No, absolutely not. And with the whole health thing, dog, it's just like if you needed, in my old job, if you needed a break for, like, say, to hit the reset button, like I always say, to take care of your mental health, take care of your physical health, whatever. They're like, nah, you still got to deliver the freight. Like, how am I? So how am I gonna do my job if I'm not okay up here? How am I gonna get the job done? And that's one thing that they didn't realize because it was all about this, not about overall health. And because I noticed for me, if I'm feeling down or anything of that nature, I can't do my job to the fullest extent. Or like if I'm sick or something, I can't do my job to the fullest extent. I mean, I've done it before, but it's what's it called? Slowed up the process for me getting better, and I'm like, bro, it's not worth it. It's really not worth it.
Emotions.
Exactly. Literally, very well said. Literally, bro, just going through the motions.
Hey.
Like you get it. You get it. Hey, I know it's crazy. You get it.
All three of us are connected, and that's the thing that people don't know is we've been doing. Like I said, this is episode 16.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're starting to pick up more and more. Even with us not seeing each other day to day like we did for the whole summer.
Right.
We're still going to finish each other up. So, hey, I know we're getting long into the show, but I'm really enjoying this. Before we go about the sports real quick, I just want to say, Cowboys, Eagles, the Dolphins, what the fuck happened? Y'all just dropped the ball like a motherfucker, y'all. I just want to say,
I feel you, bro. And, like, I mean, the high school boys are so blessed and lucky to have what they got this past weekend. They were able to play in a tournament at the TD Garden. Like I said, they were playing Nantucket. Yep. And, bro, it's just they have a videographer and like they have all these things, man. And I was just like, wow, imagine we had that back in high school. Like,
man, fuck you, dude. I'm way older than you. And no. Let's talk about this. I went to my 10-year high school reunion. And guess what? They had remodeled part of the school. They had like fucking mechanics class. They even had a real cooking class.
Really?
And I was like, fuck you guys.
Right. Nah, bro.
You didn't have that when I was there.
I'm hip. It's so annoying. But nah, one thing
They had hair, barber, and all. They had
really?
Yes. Bro. They had each fucking classroom. They built another wing and had put this stuff here. And I walk in and it's like lined up with all the barber equipment. And I'm just like, and hair things. You got the mechanic with the high look. I'm like, where the fuck was this shit?
Bro. And it's so crazy. No, you're fine. And it's crazy because the kid is in high school and he's editing all these videos. AZ Visual. Shout out AZ. Zach. This kid, Zach, he's disturbing at editing and he's gonna be going places for sure. But no, like he's going to the games and there's kid Lucas that's to take shots too. And just so many different people that are, working together and making these films, bro. It's pretty darn cool. And one thing that is really crazy that happened in that game was this one kid went up for a layup and his leg slipped out for, I don't know, he just either jumped funny or something crazy happened. But we were standing, like where we were sitting we could see it perfectly, practically in 4K. He blew out his whole knee, dog. When I tell you, he went up and literally, we were all like, oh man, he must have done something. And then he pulled his knee brace up. Dog, he tore everything in his knee because at first it looked like it split in half, like not in half, but right here it looked like it split, but no, every like tendon and MCL, ACL, all that good stuff, and then tore, and it just collapsed. So his kneecap was, I know, bro, and we were all like, oh my gosh, dude.
Oh, dude, but my knee started to hurt because of you.
I know, me too, and I'm gonna stop talking about it shortly. But no, this kid he's a legend because he could have been like, Dad. He kept his composure. His dad was there holding his hand, talking through it. And the biggest thing that I noticed afterwards with this kid and he had a big smile on his face. He was just happy to be there, bro. You know, like he could have been. Oh, and yeah, it could be a career-ending injury, but he was smiling, like and it just brought so much joy, and you could just see that he was going to be okay. And as scary as the incident was, he just handled that so very well. He had like I said, the biggest smile on his face afterwards. Obviously, don't get me wrong, he was going through it like at first, but at the end, once he was on the stretcher and they started bringing him out, he was smiling. Like everybody stood up and clapped for him, bro. And that just goes to show that it's bigger than basketball, man. People actually care, and actually genuinely care for the well-being of other people. And it was such a beautiful thing because everybody in the gym stood up and started clapping. Like it was amazing. And I'm so grateful, and I hope that he's okay. But that was just the craziest thing I've seen with my 2 eyes in a while, bro. It was nuts.
But you know what, though?
What's up?
But you know what? As you think about it, so I've had knee surgery, right? But these days, they're going to be able to repair his knee,
for sure.
And he's going to come back stronger. And know what he was probably doing when he's smiling? He was just like, oh, they don't even know. I'm going to be better when I come back. I got this. Word. That's what he was probably thinking in his head. He was like, they don't even know. I'm ready to do this. It's another challenge.
Right. He
sounds like somebody who's hungry. He's going to go. He's not going to sit on his ass.
And I think he was young too.
Somebody who's smiling when everything's bad,
right?
You know they know something. They're crazy as fuck because they're coming back harder and stronger than they did before, and they're gonna prove you wrong.
Oh, yeah.
I got told I would never run again, and I ran 6-minute miles. So fuck you, Army. I proved out. I shattered my knee. I'm a gangster. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. You did it. You proved them wrong, man. And
but that's what I'm saying. Just like you and even DJ Concrete were all the same thing, just like that guy.
For sure. No, I agree 100%, bro, because like you said, they just know something that we don't know quite yet, but they have that ick, they have that feeling, that gut feeling, whatever. But no, I can attest to that because it's happened to me and I've seen it firsthand within my life. So I 1000% agree with you. Couldn't agree more.
And it's not even just injuries, man. It can be a setback in life.
Oh, for sure.
Like we could talk about what I've dealt or what you dealt with or DJ Concrete dealt with, our whole life experiences.
Absolutely.
But when you're sitting there and you're dealing with it, you're upset, but then you stop for a minute. Like you said, he was like this at first, and then he said back, his dad got into his dad was like, hey, you got this.
For sure.
I built you. Hey, I've trained you. I've been in your head your whole life. I'm still here. We're going to knock this shit out. We're family. And he goes, so the same thing in life, when your life is hitting you hard and you're like, finally, like, man, you've had conversations, and I've stopped, and I've been like, let's go. He's right. I'm going to get this. I'm back. Like, and the same thing with you. We had some moments with you and even DJ Concrete with his stuff. So
for sure, no, I right there with you, bro. Literally, and it's just like a light at the end of the tunnel where you're like, wow, is this really the end? But then you get that reassurance and that validation. You're like, wow, this is just the beginning, dog. We just getting started, and I can't wait to see what life brings for all of us because hard work does pay off, and I'm definitely looking forward to. Obviously, working at my own pace, but I'm looking forward to really doing the best I can in this industry, in life. So I'm a big guy where I'm not gonna let these past experiences and things define me. And it's like, yo, you can definitely think and you can feel a certain way, but I'm gonna prove you wrong, and it's gonna feel so much better when I prove you wrong and I kill you with kindness. Cause I noticed, and we all notice as this lifetime goes on. Being rude, being mean, being a dickhead, being whatever isn't going to get you anywhere. It doesn't cost anything to be nice. It costs to be rude. And I've noticed that, and I've learned from that from my own experiences. So I'm just going to keep on trucking, keep on going. Like, I'm going through some instances where I could have been my old self and been petty. But I'm like, bro, I'm not putting my energy into that because there's no reason. There's really not. And it's only going to set me back. So, nope, I'm straight. I'm chilling. See ya.
Yo. One last note, because I want to bring down DJ Concrete in this conversation, but I forgot to tell you what happened today.
Oh,
so I first showed up to work, and I went around to the front, and I found this little baggie that was like this big, and had white substance in it right here, right? And we have a cleaning crew come tonight. I looked at it, and I didn't know what it was, and I was like, hey, Chef Tony? So they actually had to call the police, and the police came and took it just to figure out what it is. Yeah, they went back to test. They don't know what it was, but yeah, it was. I was laughing my ass. I'm like, this is crazy.
That happened today?
Yeah, this morning, yeah.
Bro.
Don't do floor drugs.
And Tony was like, hey, he was like, the cleaning crew's got to stay up all night. That's probably what they be doing.
I'm dead, bro. Ain't no way. But yo, I'm curious. You need to let us know what the test comes back, like when it comes back.
If I can, because we'll probably find out. Like, oh, it's just it was something but it was some kind of cleaning material or liquid or something. But it was like, I'm telling you, it was powder, and it didn't. I don't know. It didn't look like Coke, but it could. It looked kind of like flowers Coke. I don't know. I was like,
baking soda. I'm dead.
I ain't gonna lie. I smoke weed before I go to work, so I'm like, yo. But when the police show up, Tony comes to me. He's like, hey, you ain't got no warrants, do you? And I was like, why are you asking me? He's like, you found it, so just in case you want to talk to you. And I'm like, I ain't got no warrants. I'm a good guy.
You just reminded me. But I know we gotta go soon. But I want to say one last thing too, dog. Guess what happened? Oh my gosh, I was meeting my boy Ben to go to get lunch, aka Moe's, what I was talking to you guys about today, and I'm backing into his driveway, right? And DOT is on the island. I don't know if you guys know that, but DOT is like a big company that is mad annoying, and they pull you over for anything and everything, for trucks and stuff to make sure you're not overweight, overpacked, whatever.
Oh yeah.
But this one off-island DOT guy pulls literally. He was at the fire station. I saw him. This is crazy. I saw him parked at the fire station, and I'm pulling into my boy's driveway, literally backing up into his parking lot, and the dude comes up into his driveway with his lights on, and is like, "Can I see your license and registration?" I said, "Huh?" He goes, "Your inspection sticker. I looked it up, and it was registered back in da 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 da, and my inspection sticker expires at the end of this month, so I still have a couple of weeks to get my car inspected, right? But I didn't, and he was telling me that I was supposed to get it inspected right when I bought the car, like when you buy a new car, you're supposed to get it inspected, I guess. And
yeah, you're supposed to.
And we were going to, but we literally brought it over to the dealership, and we had to get certain things fixed and whatnot, and it was a whole process. So I hadn't gotten in time, I hadn't taken the time to do it yet. And he just pulls up in his driveway, and he's like, "Can I see your license?" I said, "This guy's not serious." Obviously, I was not gonna be rude. I was like, "Yeah." So, literally grabbed my stuff, give it to him, and he's like, "Yeah, it's under Kathleen. Kathleen Burns." I was like, "Yep, my mom. That's my mother." And he's like, "Yeah, we filed it under her name for insurance reasons and da 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 da." And I literally told my boy that, and he's like, "He did what?" Because his sister was driving by and just like, "Why is Mike getting arrested in our driveway?" But I wasn't getting arrested. I literally was backing up mid, and he goes, "Yeah, I'm just gonna give you a warning, and just make sure you just take this, and if you get stopped again, just make sure you show them the da da da." And I'm like, "You must be mad bored. You must have nothing to do."
DOT is not the police, right?
Right.
So
it was an undercover car with police lights, but it was a Stady. That's what threw me off.
All right.
And I was like, "Bro, you can't pull up on the homeowner's property like this." Yeah, if you pulled me over on the road and I was turning in and da da da, that's a different story. But he took the time to pull me over in his driveway. How does that make sense?
Hey man, I'm just,
Like,
bro.
I wanted to but I zoom because bro. Oh my God, I was hot.
Some people don't make sense, bro. We talk about this nonstop. Like at DJ Concrete, let me ask you a question. You work construction. How many times you sit down with a client and they said one thing, and then when you do it, they want a whole different thing?
Word.
Every single time.
It's so annoying.
Every single time.
We got crazy motherfuckers out here. Think about this. Like today, I posted a video. I was coming off the highway. A dude I'm on the off ramp. Not fully up. I'm just there, like, because we're backed up traffic. This guy runs across. He been walking the whole fucking highway. He's in a fucking champion sport, like one of those champion jumpsuits.
Right.
Nice one too, like a cloth one, all nice.
Yeah.
He got nice shoes, got a little mask on, and he runs across and he keeps on walking. I'm like, bro, it's cold as fuck. What are you doing?
No, yeah.
Walking your goddamn house. Like, bro, there's ice fucking on the road. Like, I'm not, bro, you gotta get hit by somebody. So.
Right. No, for real, dude. Some of these people, I just question their sanity. I'm not gonna be like I said, rude or
Come on, the dude that rented my house stood on my front porch and screamed at saying he had warrants out for my arrest, and he had a warrant out for his arrest. Like, come on, bro. He kept screaming, "This is my house. Yo, get him away from my house." Like, how many times you have people, customers, and I ain't trying to be mean to nobody, but even customers.
Oh.
In our fields, I've had customers say, "Oh, I want one thing," and you do it like, "Oh no, I want this now."
Oh my God, bro! Yes, I know that way too familiar.
You just gotta smile and do it.
Amen. And that's so crazy you just said that, because instances, some restaurants and some industries are like, "Oh yeah, the customer's always right." Hey, bullshit. I don't give a flying doodle what you think, boy. No, they're just entitled. That's what they feel, as if they're entitled. Like, nah, cut that out.
Yeah, but sometimes you just gotta bite it and just do what you gotta do,
absolutely.
Man.
I ain't gonna fight you. I ain't gonna talk back to you. I'm gonna think, have a nice day. Goodbye.
I had this one customer. His name's Mike, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was punk ass. He came on a Sunday. I got some hippie nuggets, and he just talked shit about me.
Yo, what did he look like?
Like you.
God damn! Oh my God! But no, I miss that food truck, bro. I miss you in the food truck. Get back home.
Okay, hey, on that note, before we go, I'm sorry to say this. Bro, one of my people went to the food truck and got a grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh no.
And the cheese wasn't melted.
Oh, that's a blasphemy.
And so,
boy.
So she sent me a photo of it, and I looked at I told her open it up so I can see it, and I was like, they didn't toast the inside of the bread, because it toasted you toast one side first. As you flip it, you put that cheese on there, it's gonna help melt it, and then you put a lid. They have the fucking thing where you spray water and boom, it melts, and then you put the other piece, and you can eat, man. Like you want to cut, and when you pull that thing, you want the cheese to stretch a little bit, especially when you use the white cheddar. But I'm gonna leave that alone.
How do you sell that, and how is that okay? I would have sent that back and be like, can I get a refund?
Bro, I'm sad that I decided to leave and walk away, but I knew that when I did, I was gonna have to do other stuff. And the things the back feed I got from locals now that follow my Instagram, that talk to me, have my number. Like, I've had people hit me up and say, bro, like, one dude didn't even know I was gone from there when I was still on the island. And I saw him. He was like, hey man, he's like, I came by earlier, and I was like, oh, how was everything? He was like, the food is having an issue. It was not as good today. And I was like, I didn't want to say nothing. I feel like they're gonna get their feet together and get it rolling. And I hope they do.
Oh, for sure.
But the thing is it's not about getting somebody that knows how to cook. It gets somebody who knows how to cook and cares.
And actually, he's a personable person like yourself. Because the way you sold I heard you one day. I was there. The way you sold that hangover sandwich was crazy. You're a salesman, brother. And I was very impressed by the fact that they were like, yep, I will take 2. Like, bro,
always,
that was fire. That was some good stuff, seeing it firsthand.
All right. So on that note, I think it's time for us to go. I think she says it's time to go for a walk, Dad.
Kai said, let's get him out of here.
Look, one last time, y'all. Man, thank y'all. A great show, great. I have fun having conversations all day, brother. And I want to say, let me get that lunch money.
I got you. Bye.
I like you.